Hey, what's up guys, Vesper here, and it's time for some more Rashid guys. So Rashid is a character that may not have the most amazing damage output, but his mix-ups are very strong. So that's what we're going to go over today, some advanced setups. I'm going to be going over 5 setups that I use in particular that I think are very strong. And I think it's very important if you're a Rashid player to know. So let's get started. So this first setup I'm going to show you guys requires meter, but don't worry. I think the reward for this is actually very strong. It's also very safe to use. So I'll make sure to put the notations on the screen. So the setup is going to be your target combo, medium punch, heavy kick. And then you're going to cancel that into your heavy Arabian Cyclone. So core circle back, heavy punch. And then you're going to do the 2 follow-ups, forward kick into kick. And as you can see, it leaves you at plus 45, which is the magic number we need for this setup. I should also note that a lot of these setups are going to require the target combo in the corner because it's really practical. It's one of the most common things you're going to land with Rashid. So either from a jump in into target combo, or when you drive rush from something like his crouching medium kick, for example, you drive rush into this, into target combo, or even if you do like lights, like any type of empty low like this, will lead into your target combo. Don't worry so much about the scaling and damage right now. Just getting into the setup is important enough, because when you open your opponent up from here, that's where the real damage comes in for Rashid. Anyways, continuing on. So after this setup, as soon as Rashid recovers, we're going to do an OD version of his Arabian Cyclone. Do this as soon as you possibly can. All these setups I'm going to show you in this video have no manual timing. This is all automatically timed and airtight. All right, let me show you guys what the whole setup looks like. So target combo into heavy Arabian Cyclone, kick ender, OD as soon as you recover. So we see the opponent gets hit as he's getting up. It's completely meaty. It's so meaty you're actually plus 20. This means you can pretty much do anything you want. Any kind of button follow up, you get a free combo if they try to like jump out or something, if they don't see it being real. On top of that, if the opponent blocks this thing, he blocks it, boom, plus 16. Perfect. You can do anything you want. You're so insanely plus. You can jump shimmy them. You can throw them again, whatever. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of Rashid setups out there that don't use meter, and you're really plus. Why should I spend meter? Well, spending meter on this first setup has 2 huge benefits. The first one, a lot of the Rashid setups out there lose to reversals because you're charging the wind, or you're doing a meaty regular Arabian Cyclone. You can't mix these up and they'll get blown up by 6-frame reversals. So in this particular setup, let's get Guile to do a wake up flash kick. Check this out. The flash kick won't hit. So it's a meaty, and you can bait the reversal if you want to. So it's perfect. It's great because you can bait the reversal and still be plus enough to continue your pressure. And if they do happen to do the reversal, then, you know, they're dead. Funny enough, you can actually put them in the same situation again if you want to. Now, the second main benefit why this setup is really good is because since you use the OD version of Arabian Cyclone, you actually have the wind buff up. So this makes for some really unique punishes. For example, with the wind buff, Rashid's heavy Eagle Spike gets a huge bonus when you punish counter the opponent. It'll put them into a tumble effect, allowing you an OTG juggle. So let me show what that looks like. So what's going to happen here is Guile's going to block the wind, and then he's going to think that I'm going to throw him. But what I do instead is a point blank heavy Eagle Spike. And since it's airborne, it's going to blow up the throw. So I'll show you Guile here. He's going to throw it as soon as he blocks, and I'll show you what this looks like. Boom. Yes, that actually comboed. Pretty crazy. I'll show you guys again. Pretty cool, hey? The funny thing about this setup is that even if the opponent doesn't bite and they don't throw, it doesn't matter because with the wind buff, the heavy Eagle Spike is completely safe. You're just going to launch the other side. You can even activate level 2 and continue the pressure. But if you do happen to hit it with level 2, you can do some absolute insane combos. So let me show an example. Eagle spikes for days. Look at that damage. That was a huge chunk. If you were blown away from that combo, man, that is far from optimal. Rashid players are discovering more damage every day. That's just currently the combo that I use, that I'm comfortable with. But since it was with level 2, guys, the sky's the limit. I'm going to have to update you guys in a separate video on that. But don't be shy to do throws from these setups, guys, because Rashid has throw loops too, and they're very strong. So everything is threatening. Let me show you guys one more way you can get into this setup that's very, very common, and that's after a drive impact in the corner. So you hit the opponent in the corner with a drive impact, and then we're going to do a standing medium punch linked into a standing heavy kick. You're going to juggle both these buttons like this. Medium punch, heavy kick like that. Then we're going to juggle into forward medium punch, and then core circle back light punch, the Arabian Cyclone, into the forward kick finisher. And that should leave you at plus 45 once again. So let me show an example of that. And as you can see, plus 45, so you know it's the perfect setup. That was the opponent got hit. So now I'm going to show you a drive reverse or a drive impact on block, just so you guys know it's consistent. And once again, plus 45. So those 3 setups, very, very practical to get into this. You just need to spend bar. I think this first step is particularly really strong. Since this is a projectile meaty, it's going to beat out supers, even level 1s. It's going to really hurt some reversals that can't deal with projectiles, such as JP or multi-hitting armor moves. They won't be well to deal with. It's just a very, very strong meaty setup for Rashid. Plus, you have the wind buff, and you can bait reversals that are completely invincible. And of course, it will be drive impact, no problem. Alright, moving on to setup number 2 for Rashid. This is a safe jump setup. Very, very practical, very easy to use, and I think every Rashid player should know it. It also doesn't require any meter. So all you gotta do is line your target combo into heavy eagle spike like this, and then you're just gonna backdash once, and that's it. After you backdash, you're at the perfect frame advantage to simply just jump forward. Plus 42, that's the magic safe jump number for many characters. And you're gonna jump forward into heavy kick V1 or crutch and heavy punch if you want to mix it up. And you'll be completely safe from reversals. You just need to block for a small moment as you hit the ground, just in case they do something. So let me show an example. So guys, gonna do a wake up OD flash kick. So I'll show you guys what this looks like. Backdash, jump forward, boom. And you can see you can block the flash kick in time. But if you didn't do the flash kick, I'll do it again. And you'll see this time it'll hit. Boom, see? So the opponent is forced to block or gets hit, and the reversal is not fast enough, and you're able to block. It's a really good option to select, and that's why it's called a safe jump. There's a lot of options from this setup, man. You could do a jump forward down heavy punch to get a second hop and mix up your opponent even further like this. Or you can go empty low on the first jump or empty low on the second jump. So I'll show you what that looks like, something like this. And that converts back into the same setup. So I'll show you what that looks like. And you can do it again. Do it again. And it just goes over and over. You can jump forward, throw loop them from here. And even if they block the jump in, even if they know it's a safe jump, you're extremely plus anyways, because all jump ins are very, very good in this game. Plus 10, so perfect. Now there is another way to get into this safe jump, and it's a little bit more difficult, and the damage varies. It could be lower depending on how you use your drive meter, or it can be more, but I'll note it because I'm sure someone in the comments is going to let me know. So to do this one, you're going to do target combo into any type of shot. So to do this one, you do target combo again, but this time you're going to go into your whirlwind shot. It doesn't matter which whirlwind shot you do, but I particularly use the heavy kick version. And you're going to do a perfect charge, so right when it does 2 hits like this. Then you're going to juggle your opponent with forward medium punch and go into the light Arabian Cyclone into the forward kick ender. And you should be also plus 42. So let me show what that looks like here. So as you can see, you're plus 42. In this scenario, you're right up in front of your opponent, so you can jump straight up if you want, or you can jump forward, and it'll be a safe jump for both. The reason I don't particularly like this setup is because it has some variance. Depending on how high you juggle your opponent forward and medium punch, sometimes you might do it too fast and you might accidentally be plus 43. That might be plus 43. Yeah, see, plus 43. See, in that scenario, then the safe jump won't work. So that kind of sucks. I don't like the variance there. If your timing is too perfect and you did the forward medium punch too early, then that might happen. I don't like that. So use whatever you're most comfortable with. I prefer the first setup that I showed you. It's been working out great. All right, Rashid setup number 3. This one's my favorite one. It's another safe jump setup, but this one's with a twist. It's a safe jump using the light Arabian Cyclone air dash. I think this one is so sick. So many people fall for this one. So to set this one up, we have to be extremely plus. So this one involves a drive impact in the corner. Once again, it doesn't matter if they get hit by the drive impact from the wall splat or they block into the wall splat. What we're going to do is we're going to DI them. Then we're going to do target combo into heavy eagle spike. And then we're going to be plus 67, which is the magic number. And then you go straight into the light Arabian Cyclone air dash. And you have to do a jumping heavy punch. The heavy kick will whiff. So let me show you what this looks like. And it's perfectly timed to hit them in the air, and it's a safe jump. So let me show you if Guile tries to do a reversal. Look at that. It's amazing. Yes. The tech, Joe, the tech, bro. I really like this one in particular because you can do a lot of fancy stuff by doing an empty low like this. You can whiff a light punch, and that way Rashid instantly lands. And then you can go low, and then you can convert from there. It's very, very fun. Now, I'm sure you're watching this and you're like, Vesper, why are you just showing us corner setups, man? Dude, it's Rashid. What do you want from me? But don't worry, I'll show you guys something mid-screen, at least to get them into the corner. So this is setup number 4. Mid-screen stuff. In particular, you're really going to want to land that medium eagle spike. Landing the heavy eagle spike is really difficult because you have to whiff punish them or you need to use drive meter. But a straight up combo is going to be from a heavy punch, medium spike. And then what you want to do is a medium kick Rowan shot. And this is going to be timed, so they're forced to block it. And then you can do a light mixer and push them to the corner even if they block. So let me show you what this looks like. They get up, and then they block, and then you push them to the corner. Now, there are a lot of weird holes in this that you can cover. So let's just start the back rises first. So if the opponent tries to jump forward out of this, let me show you what this looks like. We're gonna remember this is from a back rise. So we're gonna get them to wake up and jump forward. And you're doing the medium shot. If they jump forward, they get put into the OD mixer anyway. So they're just going to jump right into your anti-air, and since you have the wind buff, you're going to do massive deeps. If they decide to jump straight up, they're going to get hit by the whirlwind shot anyways, because they're jumping up into it, right? And if they choose to jump back, then that's fine too. Because if they choose to jump back, if they're near the corner, you're going to hit them. But if you're like, you know, further mid-screen or further to the left, they're jumping themselves to the corner. Who cares? That's what you want anyways. Then you just walk them down. Now, what happens when they recover in place? This is a little bit more tricky. So they're going to recover in place this time. Once again, we're going to do a meaty, full charge, medium shot. They're going to be right in front of you this time. So if they jump forward, this is where it gets tricky. So I'm going to charge the shot. They're going to jump forward, and this time I don't have an answer for it. So if the opponent knows this, what you're going to do is you're not going to fully charge the medium shot. Instead, you're going to do a perfect shot so you get the 2 hits like this. And what's going to happen is you're going to hit them meaty when they're holding up forward. So check this out. You're going to hit them. You're going to be plus 15. So this is kind of cool because you can get some extra damage from this and condition them. So let me show you an example of what I like to do. Something like that, and you push them right into the corner. If they try to jump up, then you're back in the same situation where you can just anti-air them, no problem. So don't worry about that. Jump back, same thing. So that's how you cover those options. This is really good mid-screen, really good pressure, because even if they block your mixer, you're +2 in front of their face, and then you can threaten the strike throw mix-up. All right, moving on to setup number 5. This one's a weird one because it's kind of a bug. So we're gonna be in the corner again. So when you're doing your throw loops, there's a very strange bug in this game where when you dash forward with Rashid, if you hold any direction that's not neutral immediately after you dash, your dash is going to be 1 frame slower, which might sound bad, but it's actually the perfect timing to do a crouching medium punch. Hit them so meaty, you're actually plus on natural hit to do a standing medium punch. So let me show you what this looks like. So we throw them. See how it did 2 hits? No counter hit. It's beautiful. This is very strong because you can land a medium eagle spike from this, and then you go to set up from there. Something like this, and then you go full charge in their face with the wind up, or you can drive rush from that and convert into a safe jump, whatever you want. So once again, to clarify what you do, after you throw them in the corner, you're gonna want to dash as soon as possible, and as soon as you see Rashid doing the animation of his dash, hold any direction. I like to just hold down. So I hold down as soon as I dash, and I keep holding down, and then you press crouching medium punch as soon as you recover. And if you did it correctly, you should be +6 on hit. But, it's a bug, right? So Capcom might remove this soon, who knows? But it's very strong. Even the opponent blocks this, is perfect. You're so plus, and then you can go for another throw, and it just really makes your throw loops that much stronger. So those are some of the main setups that I use right now for Rashid, guys. And I know this is an advanced guide, so if you guys have any questions, something you don't understand, or something that you want to know that these setups beat, I can clarify it for you guys in the comments. In particular, Rashid, you want to land a lot of the charge whirlwind shots because it's so strong with the wind, and it gives you just so many options in particular. So whenever you see an opportunity to get that full charge shot, make sure to do it. There's a lot of setups to do it that in particular that you can use. Rashid is just a big setup mix-up character. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got some more Rashid guides in the future, including the actual general Rashid guide that I'll be working on. So I look forward to that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see everyone next time. Peace.